Hello traders, Day Trader Matt here with a businesswithtrading.com doing a trading strategy recap for Monday the 23rd of February. We're just getting back in the groove of things here on Monday. Today we ended up having 2.5 points to the plus side with one trade in our E-mini trading room. And whenever you come back from a Monday, sometimes you're a little bit sluggish, and today was definitely one of those days. The market was really choppy, really ugly as well, and because of that, it definitely adds to that, quote unquote case of the Mondays. Anyway, it was definitely an ugly Monday. Our first trade, our only trade, was a long up here, which we were able to take profit in up here. Okay, that's pretty much what it was. Today was a very ugly day. We did have a gap down here. Market ended up coming down a little more and just got really, really choppy. It's just one of those days. We were expecting some choppiness. This is a little bit more than what I was even thinking. I didn't think it would be this ugly of a market. And then this move up here actually was, quite interesting. It moved up, and it didn't move up as much as I would have wanted it to, but it moved up in a pretty ugly fashion. At least we were able to take 2.5 points out, and that's really what matters. Being able to consistently make profit. If it's 1 point a day or 2 points or 5 points per day, you want to be able to make something, because I think that's the most important thing. On a day like today, when the market is just very hideous, and you look back in hindsight and you're like, man, that's an ugly market. In that circumstance, I think making anything's a good thing. Making a quarter point, I wouldn't really like that, but making a couple points is definitely good, I think. Of course, everyone has their own perspective and what they want to really be able to achieve. Sticking within your own style, I know that, with my style, a few points here and there, and then I'll have a couple big days, and I'll have a great, month, great quarter, great year. I know that will happen, because I've done it for so long. But even when I started doing it, I knew that would happen if I did all the things correctly. That's a lot easier said than done, but that's how you do it. So far this week, we're kind of stagnant so far in our swing trades and option trades. We're kind of scouting things just to see what is likely to play out. And that's how I kind of wanted to approach this week, as kind of cautious a little bit. But when I find something, I'm gonna jump on things. That's how I roll. That's what I do in the markets. And that's what we should do as traders. I liken it to like the tiger in the jungle. The tiger can hunt for days. He doesn't have to eat all the time. And that's how we are as traders. I approach every single day knowing that I don't have to make a trade. I would like to, of course. Like, why wouldn't I want to make a trade? But I don't have to. There's a big difference there. A lot of people think that if you're trading, you need to do work, constantly doing work, because that means you're productive, and that means that, well, basically that means that you're productive. And really, that doesn't mean anything. Really in trading, you get your analysis correct, and then you have to go with whatever setups your method calls for. My method says, I can set for a few days without making a trade. I'm okay with that. If I go a whole week, there's probably something wrong. Maybe I'm being way too conservative or something. But a few days I'm okay with. And, really to get to that point as a trader, like I remember where I was 10, 15 years ago, and being able to say that wasn't something that I was comfortable with. I wanted to be in the market all the time, and I was a pretty wild trader. Even 8 years ago, I was a little bit more aggressive. I was taking trades here and there. My P&L was a little bit erratic on the day trading side. My P&L was erratic, and that's just what I did. Then I, realized, hey, I need to kind of calm this down a little bit because, I can't really handle those swings in the next 10, 20 years. I need to kind of slow down a little bit. And that's what I did. That's the conservative approach that I have today. My swing trading was always pretty even nil. But I was a little bit aggressive there too, a little bit more than I am now. And really, as traders, finding your sweet spot, of aggression versus being conservative with your setups and trades is a very individualistic process. It's not something that somebody can tell you this is how you are. I can give someone a setup, I can teach them the mental skills to trade, and I can help them find a sweet spot, so to say, like give or take a set parameter, basically, like from this to this. I can do that, but finding like your exact sweet spot of risk, that's I don't think anybody can do that for another person. It's just something that's so individualistic. You know, like I said, you can find a range, but that the individual person has to find their optimal spot. So anyway, hopefully that made sense what I was talking about. I know I jumped around a little bit, but it's a very important topic. I felt it was good to talk about. You can always leave comments below. I encourage comments. No such thing as a dumb question, only the one not asked. You can also email me directly if you choose to do so. support@abusinesswithtrading.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your night, and I'll see you back here in the markets. Thank you.